Hey everyone, this is Clarinetgamer here, and welcome to the debut or inaugural episode of the PS1 Demo reviews. Now, in this episode, I'm going to be talking about Demo 1, obviously. Now, for these episodes, I'm going to be doing them every 2 weeks. Now, the reason for that is because if I do them every week, I'll run out of demos to review while doing LPs of them, so I figured it makes sense to do it every couple of weeks. Also, before I start this, regarding the Simpsons Road Rage, I'm uploading my latest part that I did earlier today just now. I have actually included what I'm planning to do for the rest of the LP is to unlock certain characters off screen and then play as them when recording them, so that way I don't have to repeatedly play as characters you've seen before in the same places I have, because it might be a bit boring. But anyway, let me know what you think about that in the video that I'll be uploading later on. So anyway, let's go on with the review then, shall we? Now, I'm going to be going through the games first. So the first game that I'll be talking about, well, obviously, is Crash Bandicoot 1. Now, as you know, I've done an LP of Crash Bandicoot 1 and I've done a review of it as well. I'm just going to put it in basic terms. Crash Bandicoot 1 is a good game. It is a really good start to the franchise. However, it had its problems, like where the controls were not that good and the gem save as well. Those are the main two problems I had with Crash Bandicoot 1. So, apart from those two problems, Crash Bandicoot 1 is a good game. That's what I can say. Now, moving on, we have Destruction Derby 2. Now, Destruction Derby 2 is a huge improvement from the first game. I mean, the crashes are a bit more realistic this time. Instead of just spinning cars well, yeah, you can still spin cars, but they're more realistic. You can flip them upside down as well, or turn them sideways, unlike the first game where you couldn't do that. But yeah, Destruction Derby 2 is a very enjoyable game, and as you know, I've done an LP of it before as well, and it's a good game. That's all I can say about it. I mean, I would recommend it. I mean, if any of you don't have it, or recommend to check out LPs of it, even on my channel or anyone else. I think Bacon Gamer 1's done an LP of it as well, if I remember. And anyway, moving on to the next game, we have Wipeout 2097. Again, Wipeout, very good racing series, and Wipeout 2097 is a very good game in the racing series. I think Wipeout 2097 is the only one I've really played, really. I mean, I think I remember mentioning I played Wipeout 3 before in one of the demos, like when I was younger. I also played the first Wipeout game on the PSP as well, but to be quite honest, Wipeout 2097 I think is the better game out of the three, in my opinion, personally, because I mean, it had a more enjoyable soundtrack, even though I've not really listened to the soundtrack much from the first game and the third one. But anyway, moving on, we have Monster Trucks. Well, before I go into that, Wipeout 2097 overall is a good game, that's all I can say. Monster Trucks, basically, the demo for that was kind of awkward. Let's just say that. I couldn't even change the view. I didn't know what the button was. I mean, I tried pressing every button apart from quitting the game. And I couldn't change the view, so it had to be on the, I think it was a bumper camera, I think. And it's just, Monster Trucks, it's kind of like Destruction Derby, but it's more terrible. Let's just say that. It's just more terrible. That's all I can say. Formula 1. Now, I've never really played most of the Formula 1 games on the PlayStation. I mean, I remember playing the Formula 1 Championship Edition for the PS3 when I first got the PS3 60GB edition. And the Formula 1 demo that I've played on PS1 is the only other game I played as well. And it's an enjoyable game, the Formula 1 games. I mean, if you like your racing games and you like Formula 1, I mean, that's all I can really say about it, to be honest. Tekken 2. Now, Tekken 2... it's a good game. It's a really good fighting game. I think of the best out of the Tekken series. I mean, I haven't really played most of the other ones. I mean, yes, I've done an LP of Tekken 2 and I've done an LP of the first Tekken game as well. I think I've played the third one before, but not for a long time. Tekken 4, I don't think I've ever played. 5, never played as well. I've got Tekken 6, but I've not played that for a while either. Tekken Tag Tournament 2 I have as well. But Tekken 2 is a classic fighting game. I mean, I really enjoy it. And I would recommend checking out LPs of it as well. I mean, the demo's really good as well. I mean, you only get to play as two characters, which are June and Lei. You only get to play as those two. But overall, it's a good fighting game. That's all I can say. And then Ridge Racer Revolution. Again, if you like your racing games and you like Ridge Racer, that's all I can say. And the soundtrack for it is brilliant as well, especially the music that you hear in the demo. I mean, I don't know, I can't express how much I like that song. I mean, it's brilliant. I Drive You to Dancing, I think that's what it's called. It's a brilliant song, and overall, I mean, the game is brilliant as well. I mean, although the Ridge Racer games obviously improved, unlike when they appeared on the PS2 and the PS3, they improved obviously with graphics and controls as well. I mean, I have to admit the controls in Ridge Racer Revolution aren't really all that good, especially when you're drifting, but oh no, it's okay. I mean, yeah, I kind of overreacted when I said, yeah, it's a really good game, I would recommend it, but no. Anyway, the next game is Power Soccer. Now, if you like your football games, then Power Soccer is a good game to try out. Now, I remember having a tough time with the controls, purely because I didn't even know how to sprint. I was basically dancing with the ball. I don't know if you've seen in my playthrough of the demo in my LP, but I was basically dancing with the ball, and I couldn't even figure out, I mean, well, not dancing with the ball, but like I was just walking with it or doing a steady jog with it, and I couldn't even figure out the sprinting controls for it, which was kind of annoying, and the computer got the advantage of me, even though the computer didn't score. So, again, Power Soccer is kind of like FIFA, but, well, FIFA obviously is the better game in the end. But anyway, moving on to the next game is Battle Arena Toshinden 2. Now, again, if you like your fighting games, you'll like this game as well. I mean, I think it's a good game, Battle Arena Toshinden 2. The demo was also good as well with that weird ending. I still don't know what happened at the end there. Don't know whether the opponent killed himself or what. I've never seen that, honestly, at the end of the game. But Battle Arena Toshinden 2, it's a good game. I think it's a good game. I mean, I've never really played the full game before, but the demo is pretty good. I mean, especially the music. The music's really good as well. Moving on to the next game, which is Hard Trilogy. Now, I think in future demos, Hard Trilogy does make a return, so just in case, just to let you know that any game that I review here, I'll be doing it here, because in the future I won't be including it because I won't be reviewing it twice, obviously. So, Hard Trilogy, probably not all that good if I were to be honest. I mean, of course, it's a PS1 game, and like, well, the controls were kind of a bit awkward at times. I couldn't even figure out how to exactly fire my gun. Instead, I was firing rockets right at the start, which I probably shouldn't have done. But anyway, I mean, it's got the classic catchphrases and they're like yippee-ki-yay and all that kind of stuff like that. But it's okay. I mean, it's not bad, but like it's okay. That's all I can say. Hard Trilogy, but I mean. Anyway, moving on to the second last game, here we have Descent. Now basically that's just like a flying game or flying shooting game. I thought it was an okay game personally, or an okay demo. I mean, I've never really played the game, but it was an enjoyable demo. I mean, if you like your flying shooting games, then I would recommend it. Anyway, last game we have is Actual Golf 1. Now basically that's just typical standard golf game, and the first game I thought was okay, but the second game obviously improved along the way. Yeah, so Actual Golf 1, it's okay, that's all I can say about it. And now, moving on to the only preview video that we had was Broken Sword, and that was the Shadow of the Templars. I think that was the first Broken Sword game, and it was a good video. I mean, I've never really played the Broken Sword games before, but it's probably not for me, Broken Sword, because I remember playing Broken Sword 2 on demo number 9, and it just really wasn't for me. I was like, nah, do you know what, Broken Sword really isn't a game for me, to be honest. So, I mean, if you do like your PC RPG kind of games like that, then I would recommend it, but I prefer better RPGs like the Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, and stuff like that. But Broken Sword, I mean, if you like the game, then you, by all means, you can go for it. Anyway, the tech demos to conclude, Dinosaur and Manta. Now, both these tech demos are pretty good to me. I had a bit of fun with them. I mean, especially like with the dinosaur one. I really didn't have that much fun with the underwater one, apart from the music. I had quite a bit of fun with the dinosaur one, though. I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah. I think to conclude, Demo 1 1996 or version 4 or whatever one it is, it's a brilliant demo. I mean, I think it's a good demo, especially if you want to go back on nostalgia road. If you want to take that trip down nostalgia lane, then by all means go ahead and play this demo. That's all I can say. Or watch videos of it if you don't have the demo. So I think that's pretty much it for my first ever demo PS1 Demo review. So let me know what you think of the video. If you enjoy the video, be sure to like the video, comment down below for your thoughts, and please subscribe for more PS1 Demo reviews in the near future. I'll be back in a couple of weeks with PS1 Demo number 5. So until then, this is Clarinetgamer here signing off, and I'll see you guys next time for the next PS1 Demo review. Till then, I will see you later, and goodbye.